We get the box office here, and we have new numbers for Barbie, Oppenheimer, Haunted Mansion, which is a massive failure. I'm gonna talk about Haunted Mansion being a massive failure, another failure, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. But we'll be talking about older movies here as well. And we're gonna have two more box office successes coming pretty soon in the coming weeks. And that's Meg 2 The Trends and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. First movie is Barbie. The Barbie movie has hit $1 billion, unfortunately, because I do not understand why this movie, of all movies, came out this year. A Fast, nah. Okay, Michael Keaton's Batman, nah. We don't like Michael Keaton's Batman anymore, even though every 80s and 90s says he's the best Batman ever. Nah. Even though a lot of people said that they kind of rated him in the movie, but nah. Movie Michael Keaton's Batman, nah. No money, no, flop. Okay, that doesn't think that was gonna flop anyways. But another Fast and Furious movie. China says no. Transformers movie that isn't made by Michael Bay. What people have been wanting for our Transformers. No. Okay. Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise, the last real actor in Hollywood. Oh no. We don't want to see that movie. Okay. None of those movies made money. Okay. But Barbie made $1 billion. Yep. This is the timeline we live in. Two movies that made $1 billion this year is based off a plastic doll and Mario. Okay, those are the $2 billion movies of the year. Also, we have a trend of the worldwide movies of the year, excluding the Chinese movies. And Fast X was mostly due to China. One of the biggest successes of the year besides Fast X are bright and colorful movies. That is a trend that's going on with these movies. Okay, Mario, Barbie, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Verse, all are very bright and colorful movies, okay? Those types of movies, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty dark for a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but even then, it's still a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, okay? And something like Little Mermaid, is dead. That movie's dead. No, it's not gonna make any more as well. But Barbie becomes the 53rd movie to ever hit $1 billion, which means it will definitely pass. I don't think Jurassic World remains no longer in the top 50 anymore. I think Mario already passed that, but Barbie will definitely be in the top 50 movies of all time. So thanks to whoever are the people who made the Barbie movie. Thanks TikTok. Okay, you guys made a movie, made $1 billion. Okay. Let's not pretend that TikTok is solely the reason why Barbie made $1 billion. Okay, TikTok is the sole reason this movie made $1 billion. Because everybody else thinks like, oh my god, they gotta see the Barbie movie. It's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Okay, as well. But yeah, now we're going to the next movie, and that's Meg 2 The Trends. This movie is gonna probably make money. This movie costs way less than Elemental, Transformers, and other movies, and this movie needs to make $322 million to break even, and the international people are turning out to see the movie massively. There's no reason Japan was. I think the first movie was a huge success in Japan. I think the first, but the global opening is very similar to the first Meg. Okay, global opening is very similar to the first Meg. Yes, I went and checked. The opening for the Meg and Meg 2 are basically the same. Meg only opened 6 million more than the second one. Okay. And internationally, this movie made a lot of money in China. Didn't make all too much in Japan, but I think it will make some money in Japan. It made a lot of money, but it's definitely doing really well internationally. It opening very, very similarly to the first movie in China, according to people online. And it's doing very, very, very well in most markets, and doing better than the first movie in most markets. So it seems, despite the cold shoulder it got from the critics, the movie is gonna make money, which further proves that Rotten Tomato scores do not matter anymore. They do not. They really do not. Okay, and it was about only well-reviewed movies make money. Okay, the Mega is doing as well as the first movie. Further proves that people. Okay. Further proves that critic scores don't matter anymore, and people want to have watch something to have fun watching it. Well, people are going to have fun watching it, and I think international markets do. American audiences, I do think, also due to promotion, not the movie wasn't promoted very much due to the strike, as well, but also the movie, wasn't really promoted that all too much because of the strikes that were going on in Hollywood, but also I do think that some people didn't want to go see the movie because the critics said it was bad. And also, even people who watched the videos, most people said the movie wasn't good. So, yeah, that is about the Meg 2. So, either way, the Meg 2 is gonna, but at least the people who watch my videos are honest, are actually trustworthy, because they gave The Little Mermaid, the same score. With the critics refused to give The Little Mermaid. Of course, the critics love The Little Mermaid. They refuse to see The Little Mermaid what it is, a cash grab. But the Meg 2, despite being a cash grab, is going to make money. Okay? Which means the Meg 2 is a cash grab done right. Which means we'll probably see a Meg 3. I wonder how to go on the more, if they'll include more prehistoric animals and make it more ridiculous. And the Meg 3. Okay? Okay, but that's about the Meg 2. Okay, the Meg 2 box office. Next movie is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is one of Christopher Nolan's most successful movies in a while. The movie has made $552 million domestically. Globally. And this movie has become a global success. The movie is coming out in all markets except for Japan. It does have a Chinese release date, which is pretty interesting, and we'll gotta see how well it does in China, and Italy, and South Korea. So this movie still has markets left to open in. 3 very big markets as well, Italy and South Korea and China. All 3 are very big markets and important markets as well. So that is it about Oppenheimer's box office, doing pretty well, and now has entered the profitability range. Also, this is of course taking the $170 million budget. Of course, if it's a $100 million budget, this movie is well into the $300 million in profitability range as well. So that's about Oppenheimer's box office success. Okay, now is TMNT Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. No one is watching this movie. This movie is doing pretty alright, okay? But I don't think this movie is going to have pretty good ratings. Okay, I don't think this movie is going to have pretty good ratings at the box office. Despite what the critics are saying about this movie, oh, this is an amazing masterpiece. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, there's a rat that kisses a cockroach in the movie. I don't want to watch a movie where a rat kisses a cockroach, okay? I don't want to see that type of garbage, okay? Again, the Turtles are one of the most recognizable characters and IPs in, all fiction, okay? You wouldn't be too surprised if you see little girls, little boys. There's a lot of little girls and little boys who have turtle shirts, turtles, backpacks, turtles, lunch boxes, even if you go to like a store, you can observe, oh yeah, this IP is very massive, and people really love these characters. So no surprise this movie could make money at the very end of it. There is not really much competition coming in the way. There's Gran Turismo coming out, okay, and there is also Blue Beetle, which is projected to do so poorly that it's gonna make $12 million at the box office. It's pretty hilarious. That is the same amount of money that Peter Rabbit 2 opened with, and that was a pandemic release. So yeah. Next is Haunted Mansion. His movie, no one's watching this movie, not too surprising. It's woke garbage made by Disney. It has pretty good ratings for a movie that opened to $28 million, but it still dropped massively because nobody wants to see this movie as well. I still think they sort of release this in October, considering how barren that month is. There's only The Exorcist remake and the FNAF movie keeping October afloat. Again, Disney really missed an opportunity with that movie, but even anyway, I think that movie is going to flop anyways. Next is The Sound of Freedom. Okay. Oh yeah, and another thing about the Haunted Mansion is they're going to try and make it into a franchise. Of course, not surprising that no one's going to see it. So yeah, next was The Sound of Freedom, continuing to make a lot of money. I got people saying, oh, the consoles are losing the box. Okay, both Barbie and Sound of Freedom are box office successes. Okay, Like these do like the stupid liberals, they're like the stupidest people on the planet. Okay, they're saying that this movie is a failure because this movie didn't make $1 million. Okay, Sound of Freedom is doing pretty well. The movie only needs or is well making over $100 million. Just in America alone. I don't have any international sales yet. This movie is not out in international until Australia on the 24th and Mexico on the 31st. Okay, and Spain in October and UK in September. Okay, this movie had no, unlike Barbie, which had TikTok basically. Oh my God, you gotta see it. Okay, but Sound of Freedom, you had, it was basically it was basically a classic word of mouth. Okay, this movie made a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money, $163 million, and this is an indie movie. This is an indie movie. It has no labels. Okay, $40 million. It only cost like $16 million to make, and this movie is gonna make $40 million. It needed $40 million to break even. I think it was on $30 to $40 million to break even, and this movie made $163 million. It beat Mission Impossible, beat Fast X, it beat all these movies, these huge movies. But but they're staying around saying this movie's a flop and a failure. It's just so funny how they like to twist the message, okay, all the time, okay? It's so stupid. It's honestly stupid, okay? Next is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yes, this movie is a failure. This movie, I think it's officially a failure. Again, Tom Cruise is supposedly the last real movie style, but again, no one went to go see this movie because two other movies came out right afterwards that made bank at the box office, making this movie. I think they really sort of delayed this movie until like August, okay, or the day that Haunted Mansion released, because nobody gives about Haunted Mansion, okay? That movie's complete ass. No one was gonna see it anyways. So this movie, they got all the IMAXs were pulled from this movie. This movie got Paramount. This is on them. Okay, this is on them. They screwed this movie up. They sold releases in June. Okay, and put Flash to die. Okay, but again, Hollywood makes some of the dumbest release schedules in history. Okay, not too surprising whatsoever. Okay, as well. Next is Talk to Me. This movie has made money at the box office, which means this is again A24 wins at the box office, and another non-franchise movie gets above the finish line. So good on A24 for making another successful movie at the box office as well. So yeah. Next is Indiana Jones, flop. Elemental. Okay, this movie is mysteriously having pretty good international legs. The movie has released in its final international market, Japan. Okay. It has released in many. The reason why it was having such great rigs because it released in all these markets, and it has been pretty good rigs in these markets as well. It's doing pretty well in Mexico. It's doing pretty well in Korea, France. I still don't think this movie's gonna make money at the box office. Okay, again, it's on Disney's fault for making this another bean mouth movie. Okay, people don't like this art style. Okay, again, this movie had a pretty great comeback at the box office. Turning, again, sometimes just because something has a pretty good bad opening doesn't mean it can have legs. Okay, Sound of Freedom, Puss in Boots, in 2022. Okay, Never does a movie based off its opening, which I think we all did, and I think we screwed up on that one. Okay, I still have zero plans of seeing Elemental. Okay, they're pulling this movie out of theaters now because the new movie's coming out. But again, this movie is in its 8th week and is still charting on the list, even though this movie was written off as a massive failure. This movie will now become a small failure for Pixar. It'll probably do really well on Disney Plus and digital and DVD and Blu-ray as well. So yeah, that is about Elemental. Okay, definitely Elemental did make some sort of comeback, but it wasn't as every animation YouTuber said it was. This massive comeback like Puss in Boots did. Okay, but it still made a lot of money, even though it's still going to lose money. Next is Insidious: The Red Door. This movie is a profitable movie. It will continue adding to its profits as well. So yeah, that's about Insidious: The Red Door. This movie, they'll probably get another Insidious movie as well. Now, and then we'll talk about the Barbie. We haven't even talked about internationally. Okay, it is doing really well in the UK, really well in Mexico. It's doing really well in Brazil as well. So it seems that Hollywood is probably going to see this movie success today and gonna try to make more movies for women and girls, because most movies are aimed towards men. If you do not realize this, okay, you know, look at superhero movies. Okay, superhero movies. Literally, most people who watch stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy are men. Okay, okay, Guardians of the Galaxy I think is a more mixed audience, a male and female, but Spider-Man, Avengers, okay, I think Disney can, for example, I think if Disney really plays it right, the Marvels could become a success like Barbie. I think Captain Marvel may have done well because women went to go see Captain Marvel. Okay, not because we can compare this movie to Captain Marvel, came out in 2019. We were Justin for Faison, obviously. Okay, as well. Captain Marvel, Justin for Faison. The movie made 1.2829 billion dollars. Okay, but I think the reason why Captain Marvel did so well, people say, "Oh yeah, it's because of Endgame." People want to see what it happened. No, I think the real reason why Captain Marvel made so much money at the box office was because it was a movie. First, and also the same thing of Wonder Woman, two characters that I think a lot of women are going to go see these movies. Okay, we have a movie about a Barbie doll making $1 billion. I think we bet, and people saying making conspiracy theories. The only reason why Captain Marvel made money was because Disney, the thing that Disney was paying feeders to give them money, was buying up seats to make Captain Marvel make money. But I think the reason why movie like Captain Marvel made so much money was because a lot of women went to go see Captain Marvel. Okay, or else this movie will probably been a moderate success either way because people would want to see it because of, as well. Same thing with Black Panther and its sequel, Wakanda Forever, as well. So Wakanda Forever, I think it's more of a failure because nobody's buying the, Wakanda Forever toys. But if you appeal towards your audience, which I think the Marvels could definitely do that, okay, as well. And yes, TikTok is partially the reason why Barbie is making so much money as well. TikTok is partially the reason. But if they do make, Captain Marvel, because most movies released this year are catered towards men. Okay. You'll see a mix of female and male audiences like Mario, okay. Elemental will have a mix of male and female audiences. Of course, Little Mermaid was the other movie that is primarily targeted towards women as well. Okay. As well. Okay. But most of these movies, oh yeah, Indiana Jones, a male movie, Mission Impossible, Flash, okay, Transformers, okay, Meg, TMNT as well. But you don't really have many movies catered towards females. You don't. Okay. And we can also add in the Beauty and the Beast movie by Disney. Okay. I always wonder, like, why is the Beauty and the Beast movie remake making so much money when it's such a bad movie. Okay. But now we can look at the highest gross here. And most likely Barbie is gonna pass Mario. But yeah, Barbie here. But you don't really have many movies. Okay, yeah, movies catered towards kids or people who are under 18 years, like Toy Story and stuff. Okay, Despicable Me. Okay, but you don't really have many movies that are catered towards women. You don't really have many movies that are catered towards women. Maybe Barbie is historic because you don't really have many movies. You had the Frozen movies. Okay, Frozen is a very popular IP among women, and Beauty and the Beast. And Captain Marvel. Most of these are Dark Knight, Transformers, James Bond, Iron Man, okay, Fast and the Furious, okay, Star Wars, okay. And yes, there are female fans of Star Wars, Avengers, and stuff, but the target audience for most of these movies in the top 15. Mario, Age of Old, no, Mario is everyone, but out of all of these, okay, Titanic, Nick, okay, Frozen 2 are the only two movies on the list that are the target audiences are female. More females are going to like Titanic than male. Okay, more women are gonna watch Titanic than men. Okay, Frozen 2. And Mario movies could be a mix. We have some movies that will be a mix, like the Lion King, Mario movie, okay, and Avatar movies, okay. But other than those, most of these movies are male franchises, okay. Jurassic World, The Avengers, Furious 7, Top Gun, okay. Star Wars, okay, Spider Man. They're male focused franchises. And Barbie is definitely not going to unseat Avatar, okay. But it is the most recent movie to make $1 billion, okay. I think Marvel can definitely save themselves. Okay. With the Marvels, if they play the cards right. If they play the cards right. Also, Mario movie Unseated Incredibles. That's funny. But yeah. As well. So yeah, if you did not know, if you had your head stuck in sand, you know that this movie is coming out. I also even made a video called "They Shouldn't Really Underrate This Movie" at the box office. That's because it's woke, so it's gonna flop. Okay, but then we have a movie about a Barbie doll making $1 billion. But yeah, I still think Marvels is still a troubled movie. But I think if Disney pulls their heads out of the sand, they can possibly save this movie from failing. Okay, because I think Disney doesn't want to have a mock of 2023 of every movie outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, because I think this is gonna flop too. Okay, flopping. Okay, every movie Disney has released outside of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has failed. It has lost money. Okay, Ant-Man, flop. Haunted Mansion, flop. Elementals, flop. Okay, Dial Destiny, flop. Boogeyman, flop. Okay, Little Mermaid, flop as well. Okay, yeah, I'm saying Boogeyman because Disney owns Fox. Okay, that's a Fox IP. Okay. And yeah, Marvel was just destined to flop. Yeah, if Disney does not turn, I don't think Disney's gonna be able to turn around the Marvels. But if they realize, if they look at the Barbie success, they can at least attempt to in the next couple of months. They can attempt to. Okay, I don't think they will be able to, considering Disney's incompetence at all levels. So yeah, but what about future movies? Okay, future movies past. Okay, 2023, 2024 releases. Okay, I think Hollywood is gonna definitely say, yeah, Barbie. Let's make more movies let's make more female-centered movies. Okay, let's make movies that, yeah, men are not gonna see, obviously. And another example is like Little Women, another movie. Again, most of the people who went to go see Little Women at the box office in 2019 were women. Okay, not many men went to go see Little Women outside of people who are critics. Okay, we can look at the release schedule. Okay, as well. The numbers are taking very long to load, but we don't really have many major movies coming out the rest of the year. FNAF could still make $1 billion considering how big FNAF's fan base is. But you don't really have many major movies coming out this year. Okay, Aquaman's still coming out. Mike Grayson's still coming out. Okay, Wonka is still, the really Wonka movie's still coming out. But you have a lot of major movies, like the Ghostbusters sequel coming out in place of Spider-Verse. Okay, which is still going to screw over Disney's garbage Snow White movie. But you don't really have many movies. Okay, it's Kung Fu Panda. But Snow White I don't think Snow White's going to make money. But Madame Web is an example of this. Madame Web. This is a female-focused superhero movie. Okay, again, if Sony learns from the success of Barbie, Madame Web could be a real box office success, considering there's no other movies coming out until Elio. No real major movies, okay, as well. Okay, Bowie is in the John Wick universe. Yeah, that's not as well. Okay, Borderlands is coming out next year. They're saying no movies are coming out, but this movie's coming out. What? Wait on the Unicorn Diaries. Who the hell is coming up with this stuff? But yeah, nothing really has been delayed all too much. But there's not really many movies that appeal towards women. I think that's why Little Women made so much money as well. You can go back to the 2019 box office, even last year's box office, okay? You don't really have any movies that appeal towards a female audience. You don't. Okay? 2022, most of the biggest movies of the year are male focused movies. Okay? You don't really have many female focused movies. Okay? Maybe you could count Megan, but that's really a 2023 release, and that's a horror movie. Okay? As well. But you don't really have any female focused movies in 2019. No, not 2019. 2022. 2021, that was another year, okay. You had Black Widow, but that movie's failure was mostly due to the pandemic. But another movie is Little Women. Everybody's like, oh yeah, Little Women is such a bad movie. It's woke, it's feminist. Oh wait, the movie made a lot of money because women went to go see Little Women. Okay, it ended up making $108 million. Which means, yeah, they're definitely making. Greg Gerwig is definitely making more movies because obviously her movies knows how to make movies that appeal towards a certain audience that goes out to go see a movie. But even in the highest movies of the year, outside of like Captain Marvel and Alita Battle Angel, which again mostly Reeves went to go see that movie, so can't really count that movie, But Maleficent is another. People are like, yeah, why is this movie? How is this? This is pain. Okay, Maleficent is another movie. Females are going to be. I think more females went to go see this movie than males. Okay, same thing with that one. Okay, but most movies are made either for everybody or for men. Okay, target audience or kids. Okay, those are the three major target audiences. You never really say, oh yeah, we're gonna target women with our movie, and they're like, really? No one's gonna watch that, okay? Name one successful movie that was catered towards women, that wasn't made by Disney, okay? They'll like laugh at you. But now in the world, well, they might be changing their mind and making more movies targeted towards women. Which, yes, I'm not gonna be seeing a movie about Barbies. But again, I'm glad that we're starting to see more movies catered towards more different audiences, okay? Like, you see so many movies catered towards black audiences and Hispanic audiences as well. Even though we don't really see major movies that try to turn out Hispanic audiences or Latin American audiences, okay? But there's so many movies that also cater towards black audiences. It's crazy. But there's not many people, women audience, general women, okay? For example, 2018 was the highest grossing movies of 2018 was a movie that was catered towards a black audience, and that was Black Panther, and also its sequel as well, which didn't make $1 billion. But Black Panther as well, was the thing, because of Black Panther's success, you saw a lot of more movies catered towards a black audience because of Black Panther's success. Okay, that movie's success, Hollywood sees the success of this movie and say, oh yeah, let's make more movies, let's make more Black Panthers, okay? And that's why you see a lot. That's why you see a lot of these movies, like for example, Little Mermaid remake. Okay, I read the Little Mermaid remake was the reason why they swapped Ariel was because of Black Panther's overwhelming success at the box office, becoming the second highest grossing movie of said year. Okay, as well, and that's 2018's box office success. Like even in 2018, you don't really have many women focused movies. Okay, you have A Wrinkle in Time, which nobody watched. Crazy Rich Asians was pretty successful because it was a more women-focused movie, okay? But usually more women-focused movies are usually romance movies, okay? Like Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, okay? Mary Poppins as well, okay? But none of those movies really, like, beat the big movies, okay, of the year, okay? And that's basically about this video. So what do you think about Barbie's box office success? Do you think it's good do you think it's good or bad for Hollywood? But yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more feminist movies or more movies focused about more catered towards women as well. And I still think Hollywood's going to warn this the wrong way, like Black Panther. We're going to be seeing more gender swaps because of Barbie. Because, oh, hey, you know what? People want to see more women in movies. That's what Barbie sold us. Instead of making more... But yeah, we're going to definitely be seeing more movies approved that cater towards a female audience, okay? Like mass marketed movies, not just generic CD romance movies. Like actual huge budgeted movies that cater towards a female audience. So yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.